Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Cry Baby. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And you're with your boy Ray, that's me. Welcome guys to another episode, and we're looking at Conor McGregor and his recent Twitter tirade. He's probably had a few glasses of proper 12 and maybe followed up with a few lines of Colombia's finest, and he's taken it upon himself to rank the top pound for pound best fighters in the UFC. He posted the first tweet titled GOAT Thread, greatest of all time thread. The first tweet said, "The array of finishes across two divisions with champion status in one, Anderson Silva is number one, MMA GOAT. My array of finishes across three divisions with champion status in two, I'm number two, if not tied one. However, still active, number one is fully secured by career end, and easily." The way that he's put this, maybe he's just limited to the amount of characters he's got on Twitter, but he sounds a little bit compromised the way that he's tweeting these rankings. And then he goes on to say, GSP is in at 3, much less array of finishes but champion status in 2. He is far behind though. Reasons equals left 170 after much demand, taken plus questionable decision. Never re-engaged 170-pound successors. Bottled Anderson fight. Only moved when one eye fighter presented. Played safe. So he only made his move when Bisping had the title. I assume that's who he's referring to when he says the one-eyed fighter. As we all know, Bisping popped his eye out live on his podcast.
Load of this. Check this out. Look at this, baby boys. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Both his eyes are fucked. He said his other eye was fucked after the Gastelum fight. Potentially the greatest fighter that the UFC's ever had. And GSP is below Conor in Conor's rankings. John is 4, maybe tied for 3. More array of finishes than 3 and still active, but champion status in just 1. Reasons equal multiple lackluster decision performances and questionable decision win. Attempting to safe play heavyweight entry, avoiding its champion. John Jones, as I discussed on one of my recent videos, has called out Ngannou, but it doesn't look like that fight's happening anymore. Dana's put that one to bed. So he's talking about Stipe Miocic. He's trying to avoid Stipe Miocic. He's current champion. I don't know why he would try and avoid him. Maybe because it won't be the big money fight, really. And maybe Stipe's injured at the moment. He's under risk of the belt being taken away if he can't get back in the ring, as Dana keeps saying. Conor goes on to say, I didn't mention PED results on multiple entrants, even though that makes me the clear current number one MMA GOAT. How humble of you, sir. Along with still being active, although it shames as well as puts all runs and finishes in complete doubt, I've snored multiple juice heads. A true GOAT must do it all. I bless you, Conor. Thank you for humbling us and bestowing that information upon all of us. It was brilliant, though, because then Habib has come back with some facts stating that Conor tapped out in featherweight, he tapped out in lightweight, and also tapped out in welterweight. So that was referring to his very first loss. When Khabib tapped him out.
He's got it. It's under the neck. There it is. Nope, it's on the chin.
There's the tap. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And when Nate Diaz tapped him out. And he's never defended a title, quite like Khabib goes on to say. So you never defended title in the UFC or Cage Warriors. You gave up more than GSP, Spider, and Bones altogether. Your greatest UFC fighter in Twitter history. That's all he does. He has a few drinks, he gets on Twitter. We want to see you back in there. You need to start proving yourself. I love Conor, don't get me wrong. He's one of the most successful fighters of all time. No one's made or done for the sport what Conor's done for the UFC. No one will ever make as much money as him. No one's created as many opportunities for themselves as Conor has. Fair one, you put Cowboy to sleep pretty quickly within the first round. Cowboy's kind of like the gatekeeper to like the top 10 really, and he's probably not the best to perform at 170. It was an easy one. It was a warm-up fight after you got absolutely destroyed by Khabib. You want that Khabib fight again so badly, that rematch so badly. I think the same happens to you. What are you going to do differently this time, Conor? You are so susceptible to submissions. It's ridiculous. It's a big hole in your game. I understand not many people get you into those positions, but when you gas out and when you're on the floor, it's a big hole for a former champion to have in their game. When you get to these elite wrestlers like Khabib, you've not got much defense. So what do you guys think? Is Conor number one MMA pound for pound greatest fighter? Is Khabib? Is it Mighty Mouse? Is it Cejudo? Let us know. And tune in again next time. Thanks, guys.